Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Waller's Wallet, and since it's now quarter 3, my wallet looks a little different than it does from the end of quarter 2. So let's take a look at the cards I'm using right now and where I'm using them at. Now if you want a simple way to help out the channel, consider hitting that thumbs up button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn that bell notification on as well so you don't miss out on future videos. Now, I am still rocking the Segward wallet, and usually, at most, I have one metal card in it. And have I told you before how much I dislike metal credit cards? But I have noticed if I put two metal cards in the Segward wallet, either one slides back or they don't push out all the way, or it's not even when they do push out. It's not the end of the world. It's something I've noticed with these metal cards in there. Seriously, I just don't care for these metal cards. But anyways, these are the cards in my wallet for July. Now the first card that's in my wallet is the Altitude Reserve. The Altitude Reserve finally make its way back into the lineup because I've used up my Hilton Aspire credit for dining, and now I'm shifted my dining spend to the Altitude Reserve since I can use the travel credit for dining purchases as well. And I'm also earning triple points for dining in the process, which is pretty nice. But once that travel credit is used up for the Altitude Reserve, I'll be shifting my dining spend to my cash reward card since I earn 5.25% for dining purchases. But I do still have a couple $100 remaining on the travel credit for dining purchases, and we've been dining out roughly on average once a week, so this should still last us quite a bit of time. The next card that's in my wallet is the Chase Sapphire Reserve. Now, I fully expected to take this card out of my wallet after hitting the minimum spend requirement, but Chase just keeps giving me a reason to keep it in the wallet right now. And I recently just met the minimum spend requirement on the Chase Sapphire Reserve. I initially thought I was going to go towards the broken shower drain in my house, but I actually bought a 12.9-inch iPad Pro and Magic Keyboard. I bought that to try out the iPad as my main computer, video editor, podcast recorder. So once I get that, I'll be seeing how that goes. Just something about using the iPad as a computer really intrigues me. I like where Apple's taking the iPad, and really, I just love trying new stuff out as well. And I should be getting that in mid-August. And I know on the channel I typically talk about credit cards and travel, but I'm not sure if you'd be interested in seeing a video on my workflow for video editing or some type of review for the iPad Pro. Just let me know in the comments if you do or not. But with Chase offering 5x on gas with the Chase Sapphire Reserve until the end of September, this will be my gas card. My usual gas card is actually the USAA Cash Reward Plus since it earns 5% back. But I'm going to roll the Chase Sapphire Reserve since I plan to cash out my points anyways. And I still have my $60 DoorDash credit I need to use up as well, and I'll be sure to use it up after I use up my Altitude Reserve credit. And the next card that's in my wallet that's only going to stick around for a little bit longer is the Hilton Aspire credit card. Now until the end of July, this is going to be my grocery credit card since it's earning 12x Hilton points at grocery stores. But once that 12x time period is over, it's going to go back in my graveyard since I've already used up all the credits on this card, and I have another card I'll be using for groceries after July since it's going to reward me more unless there's some other promotion American Express offers to keep me using this card. Now, as I juggle a handful of cards in my wallet, using an app that lets me know which card to use in a certain store is extremely helpful to make sure I don't miss out on those valuable rewards. And this is where Max Rewards really comes in handy. And Max Rewards is a free app that looks at the cards you have and lets you know which card is the best card to use in a given store. And with their benefit of card deals, Max Rewards will automatically load your American Express, Chase, and Bank of America offers onto your account. And the app will let you know if you have an offer on your account when you're looking to see which card is the best card to use in a given store. And normally, Max Rewards charges 20% of the savings you earn from card deals, but if you use the promo code WALLER, you will get a $50 credit. And you can find a link to Max Rewards in the description below, and a big thank you to Max Rewards for sponsoring this video. Then the next card that is in my wallet is the Bank of America Premium Reward Credit Card. And this card lives in my wallet all the time as a valuable backup to all my other cards. But since the minimum spend requirement has been met on my Chase Sapphire Reserve, it has also gone back to being my non-bonus spend card. It's just really hard to argue against earning 2.63% back on all purchases. Plus, I also get that $50 statement credit for dining and groceries until the end of this year, so I'll be using this for my grocery purchases until that $50 statement credit is used up, starting on August 1st. And realistically, that won't last us too long, but it's still a nice extra benefit to have right now. And the next card that's in my wallet is the Bank of America Cash Reward Card. And this currently has been regulated to backup duty for dining in case my other dining cards fail for whatever reason. Like if for some reason US Bank just decided to randomly close my Altitude Reserve account when I'm out there flexing at the KFC drive-thru, throwing that metal card around like it's Captain America's shield. But that's because my cash reward card earns 5.25% for dining, and once all these dining credits are used up, this will be back in the starting lineup for dining purchases. Then unless there's some other promotion that comes from the banks, this will also be my grocery card after July, since I earn 3.5% back on grocery purchases, and that is pretty solid for a no annual fee credit card. And my other cash reward card is being used for online purchases, since I do have online purchases selected as my category to earn 5.25%. That card just sits on my desk though, since it's only being used for online purchases. Then there are two other cards I'm using, but they just sit at home right now, and that's the Chase Freedom card for Amazon purchases and Discover for PayPal, since they're both earning 5% back on those purchases. And those are pretty straightforward, and those are the only categories those cards are being used for. Now, I do still have a few $100s in credits remaining for dining purchases, and we've also recently been in a heat wave here in the last week or so, and because of that, we've been dining out a little bit more than usual because ain't nobody got time to be turning the stove on in this heat wave. But with these credits close to being used up, unless something else is given out by the banks later on this quarter or in quarter 4, my quarantine setup is just about over. Now my setup is still primarily a cashback setup because I plan to cash out my Ultimate Reward points at 1.5 cents per point with the pay yourself back benefit, and I'll even be cashing out my Altitude Reserve points at 1.5 cents per point as well. The only exception this quarter is earning Hilton points for grocery purchases, but that earning rate is just too good to pass up, and I will use those points when I travel. But this rotation works for me, and I earn plenty of rewards from it. So tell me, what do you think of my July rotation? Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into the video. Be sure to check out Max Rewards. There's a link down in the description below. And if you want to support the channel, be sure to check out the other links in the description as well. And if you know somebody that could benefit from this video, feel free to share it with them. And until next time, safe travels and take care.